glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Dolphins here on 3rd down. 41 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. About 3 yards there to the 27. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll run it. Freeman. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A gain of 4 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Locke. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Andrew Luck taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Tight, watch left. Hey, watch it. Ready.
First and 10 for Dalton. And his first pass is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking in.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tim Brown, 42 yards. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing again is Locke. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Flush to his right. And some room to work. The ball comes out, and the Dolphins have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A wall of Dolphins, and there are lots of them there to make the stop.
4 down. Come on, let's go.
Out of the Wildcat, it's Peterson. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 10 yards to go on 3rd.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They'll come out in the pistol. And Dalton to throw. That's complete right around the 8. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it?
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They come out here in the I. Running for it. Here's Peterson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And his kick is good. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Luck. To the right side, complete to Escobar. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. On 1st down, Luck. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure. And
the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long. It's Luck. Caught left side, Hopkins. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On second down, Peterson. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And ready for 3rd and 6. Play clock winding down. Dalton now to pass. He's got Curse. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, here's a run with Peterson. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And Bright has it over the middle. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll need to get the play off quickly, and Dalton will just sneak it. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And he knocks it through. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Luck. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now it's Luck being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor.
Says it's gonna rain. The working girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? It's about to get done in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, but still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass that, and get Thursday. Well, it's about to get done. flood. Watching that red clay turn to mud. Sling it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. Once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Go and get money from head to toe, clean it off, living in a slimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. Now the veteran kicker, Phil Dawson, ready to get us started. And off we go in Draft Champions. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go. Red 38.
On the direct snap, this is Peterson. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll give them the first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. Over the middle here to Brown. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that enables them to also pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Randy Gregory able to drop him for a loss of 4. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And look at this, they're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, 23 yards for the touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. White 90.
A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio!
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Now Emmitt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go!
1st down, Prescott. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
And again, it's Prescott. Finding time. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Prescott, and it's complete to Kelsey. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here with Smith. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. A pretty typical Emmitt Smith carry right there, Charles. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down.
You would think we would know better having watched him through his entire career, but let's be honest. You thought that was going to be about a 2-yard run, didn't you? I mean, I did. I know I did. And he always turns it into more. Typical, and he keeps his offense on track.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Come on, now!
On 3rd down, here's Emmitt. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And when you need the tough yards like they did there, feels pretty good to turn around and hand it to Emmitt Smith,
who always ran with supreme confidence. He didn't care if you knew the play call. He didn't care if you knew he was going to get it. In fact, I think he liked the challenge of you knowing that and him still picking up 1st downs and big yardage.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Emmitt Smith taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Hey, 380, go!
Second and 10. Dalton once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Second down, Prescott. His throw incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. And the D looking like they may blitz. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Kelsey out in the slot right. Prescott now. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey!
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final act of the first half. Dalton complete outright to Curse. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmitt Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A little track jump. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go! 1, 2.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And Brate has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and just 1.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw here, Dalton. It's complete to Brown, right side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 5, maybe you think about the field goal there, but on 4th and 1, this is a way to tell your offense, hey, I believe in you. You can do this. And sure enough, they're going to pick up the first down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tim Brown, the intended target, and it's 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's got his man complete. It's Tim Brown. It'll be a gain of 11. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. Here's Dalton. Incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Both the run and pass still in play here on 3rd and goal from the 3. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they have really been able to contain AP, and because of it, they've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they've done a really nice job in this game. A lot of group tackling. Rare that one guy gets him on the ground consistently. They've done an excellent job of containing him in this game.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's normally a sure thing down here, but Peterson denied near the goal line. And the Bronco defense comes up big. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On the ground, this is Smith. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Let's go!
And the back goes into motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. Now 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tim Brown from 3 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the...
And now the kick is blocked. And the Bronc, and he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. And they bring this all the way back the other way for 2 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ohio! On the carry, here's Smith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Prescott to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go!
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty.
Let's go! Grand 38!
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on. Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player? I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now, or do you try and push your luck? Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a so sue me.
3 choices here, all of them impact players.
Just call me the Goonies. Not relevant, trolling on the internet.
You wouldn't think too many Jaguars would be top choices, but could we even see a second one come off the board here?
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round.
We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to play the fuse. That's just how we do. Toronto.
And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together.
Nights like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now this time, Carl throw. And the Raiders have got him. Eli Harold in there to sack him for a loss of 6. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Hello, baby. Alert. Alert.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Over the middle here to Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Williams. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Oh, man, my stomach hurts just watching this team call plays. I've heard of going for it on 4th down in the red zone, but not when you're inside your own red zone, and boy, somehow they take a chance here, and it pays off.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Set, hurry up, let's go. Jack 16.
Halfback sent in motion. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Hurry up, let's go. Blue 30.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Set! Black 30. These two.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Roethlisberger with a give. It's Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a hold. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jaquiz Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is? Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are.
Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the back goes into motion. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Man open left side is Brown. And out of bounds right around the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Paul Warrilow in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This a 33-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you, he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go now. Black 5.
Again, it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A sea of Dolphins there that time in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Roethlisberger will throw. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eli Harold in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's the option going right. And he'll get this up to about the 40. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Two receivers left, one to the right.
Oh, baby, alert! We ready?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Inside give. This is the fullback, Young. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Set! Like 20.
Woods, the receiver, in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 27 yards on the gain there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run. It's Rodgers. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Cundiff able to knock it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On the counter, here's Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive lineman up on linebacker.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Alert!
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eli Harold getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And that will write a finish to this ball game. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. Really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. I'm the martyr who just never got his time to shine. I'm a punk kid, no reason why. Nothing finer than the taste of tears running down my face. So cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of draft champions. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, Cutler. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing here, Cutler. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees a short yard.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Ricky Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now a carry here for Halou. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Got that fumble recovery last time when it looked like they might give up points. It actually ended up yielding points for them on the offensive end.
It's a pretty good swing, isn't it? Maybe you're going to give up a touchdown. Instead, you score a touchdown. Great swing, great momentum changer for your team.
And they'll be looking to build off that momentum on this drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Cutler. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Odell Beckham high in the air to bring it in. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception.
Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a. So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. Rather than trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Oh, how about this for a tough choice early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around.
Like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot?
You, who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud.
Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? The Raiders may not be coming off the best season, but they do have a few good assets. And here's a chance for a second to come off the board. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here, or give yourself some help up front? Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go. Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense?
Says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain or shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you're looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? I'm about to get done in the dirty south. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, this rowdy crowd, we ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We're gonna tap, light that fire. We're gonna crank that country. Pass that, get thirsty. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Well, it's about to get done. Watching that red clay turn to mud. Sling it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And tough starting field position here. They come out 5 wide, right, 3 of them to the right side.
Hey, we go rally.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. Catch made right side by Wilson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Zebra! Zebra! Baby, alert! Alert! You ready? Red, 18! Hey, we gonna rally! Rally!
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on fourth down with Carr. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. What a decision to go for it on fourth from their own territory, and it pays off. 93 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
We ready? Side and 8.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Latavius Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go!
Now a direct snap back to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. He's got time in the pocket, and that'll be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. Third down here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. On third down, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hold on, baby, alert! Hold on, baby, alert! Alert! We ready? Hey, we're gonna rally! Rally! Hold on, baby, alert! Alert!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Shift together here from the D-line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Devin Funchess from 8 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
It's complete to Golden Tate. Golden Tate's gonna go. The 20. And he'll be taken down deep into San Diego territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
These two. Hey, alert. Double bump.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Middle. Hey, alert. These two. Left.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Nick Perry able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. Roethlisberger can't find anyone open. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout.
We ready?
Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Second and very short here, less than a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kendall Langford in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Throwing his car on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Golden Tate from 21 yards away. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now San Diego getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Funches with a catch over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
Carr now on first down. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We ready?
Carr now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We ready? Ready. Alert. Alert.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now back out comes the offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. Fresh set of downs here.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of...
There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game, and I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even. They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Roethlisberger will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn.
Looking for Colston, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tie game, but they'll get excellent starting field position here to begin the second half.
And it's the starting field position that makes an offensive coordinator maybe bolder than normal. Maybe you want to take the big shot right now. Go for a big play and get their attention early, or even just run your offense because you feel good about where you are and a chance to move the ball downfield.
Yeah, maybe they go for the big play. Time to find out. On first down, Murray. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
To throw, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. They come out here in the eye.
18. Red 18.
In motion goes the tight end. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
We ready?
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, baby. Alert! Hold on, baby. Alert! Alert!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Zebra! Here we go! Wide and zebra! 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 Here we go! Red 18! Red 18!
Now a run with a fullback Johnson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
That was a statement stop right there. Now forces the opposing head coach to...
And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They come up in a two tight end look here.
Here we go.
They run with Williams out of the Wildcat. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it first and 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Murray, the lone setback. To throw his car. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. And now it's third down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
We ready?
Now Carr. It's caught, left side, Tammy. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
We ready? Wide at the 8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
They run with Murray. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Zebra. Here we go. Red 18. Hey, we're going to rally.
To throw his Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice. Matt Bryant now. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the play.
rolling down the last street as the day creeps. What you do with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I'll be waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Extra, touch and put, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra, touch and put, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra, touch and put, hand in hand for one last touch.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. Here's Tate to return. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go. What?
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Cuts it out here, left sideline. Touchdown! Ricky Williams, 78 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Cook. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. They come out here in the eye. They run. It's Williams. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Ricky Williams with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Throwing, Cook. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His pass caught at the 4. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They come out here in the eye. Now they send a man in motion right. On second down, here's Crowell. Stays on his feet. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And the play clock's running down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run it with Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Paul Warlow in to make the tackle. 8 yards to go here on second down.
Let's go. Black 80. Eat these 2.
Now Williams running left. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And with the play clock almost up, Hugh Jackson's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Set. Double. Hurry up, let's go.
They try the left side here with Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Here we go. Red 38.
And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. First and goal. Defense with and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They run it again with Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Deshaun Jackson back deep for Washington. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. With it is Jackson. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make...
And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Bruce Irvin from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. They'll set up to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. Well, partner, they might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Now Cook. It's caught by Jackson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They come up in an offset eye. Now back to throw. A screen complete to Crowell. 20! A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing, Cook. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 3. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed
touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter, get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
3-19.
The pitch to Crowell. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Cook. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing, Cook. Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They begin the drive with Williams. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Come on.
for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Easy. These two. Jackson, middle. Two. These two.
The tight end changing his position. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Jackson. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Surveying the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Two.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Set. Blue 30.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And I think the ball's out. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat.
Come on, let's go.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 12 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Hurry up, let's go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep...